Alrighty, guys, let's dive in to the six easy ways to make money before lunchtime. So, guys, when I was running a fitness business, I did a lot of coaching with a guy named Craig Ballantyne. Got really obsessed with being able to control my mornings so that you can do the things that you love in the afternoon and you get more free time. And I'm a really big believer that you should know whether you've won or lost the day by 12 p.m. each day, by lunchtime. Okay. Now, I'm going to run through like six very basic and very easy things that you can do each morning to earn more money. And my promise to you is this. I want you to have a look at the amount of money your business made in Jan, right? Maybe the amount of profit and also the amount of revenue. My promise to you is this, that if you do this for 90 days for the next 3 months, that you will earn more money than you did in January, because we're going to run through just a couple of very basic strategies and tactics to help you earn more money, to help you control the day so that you can do the things that you absolutely love in the afternoons and the evenings and consistently grow your business. So guys, the first one is you want to make sure you review your power list. So I actually put a link below to the best podcast I've ever listened to. It's called Andy Frisella, episode 107, Win the Day. I've listened to that podcast maybe like 50 to 100 times, okay? Where it's really powerful, guys, and where it really helps is it helps you work on the 5 critical tasks that you need to complete each day to earn more money and to drive your life forward towards where you want to be in the next 3 to 5 years. So you're actually going to do your power list the evening before. Okay, and then what you're going to do is to wake up in the morning and just review it so you know what you need to do. Now, the next thing you have to do each morning, guys, is to make sure that you complete your marketing plan. So I used to have this booked in my diary at a set time each morning and take me about an hour to do. And yes, a lot of these tasks I'm giving you, you can outsource and you can delegate them in time, but I'd say about 90% of the people watching this aren't in that position right now. Right, then you need to make sure before lunch that you've done your first round of sales calls. So obviously when you've done your marketing, you've got names, emails, phone numbers, you've got people who you need to follow up, maybe a couple of ex-members, maybe your, lost sales. But make sure you do your first round of your sales follow-ups. Very important, because I want you to imagine by 12 o'clock every day, if you've got 2 or 3 bookings, how easy your afternoon is, right? We used to always do our sales calls from 8:30 in the morning until 9:30, and then usually we'd do our marketing a little bit after. And guys, as I'm saying this, if you're running sessions in the morning and things like that, it is a little bit more tricky. You've got to like adjust things around a little bit. One of the best things that helped me grow my business faster than anything out of like a lot of the tactics was actually stopping doing morning sessions. So that way you could wake up, you could train, you could do your marketing and make sure you complete this. But if you're currently doing sessions, guys, it doesn't mean that you can't complete this, right? It's not a reason to not do it. It just means that you've got to just adjust things to make sure that it suits you, because you will be running morning sessions. Now, if you have staff members within your business, now remember, we want to make sure that in your fitness business, this high 6-figure, 7-figure fitness business, at a minimum, you want to have 1 full-time staff member, 1 full-time VA. But you want to just make sure that you check in with your staff each morning, right? We learned this off a really good book called Scaling Up by Vern Harnish. It's called a daily huddle, but I've just adjusted a little bit just to make it a little bit more simple. If you want to go into the how to do a daily huddle, we've got a few podcasts on that recently, but also as well, you can just read the book. It's one of the best books. It will make you a lot of money. Scaling Up by Vern Harnish. But the 3 questions you're going to ask your team are: what's on the agenda for today? AKA, what do you need to get done today? And remember, all your staff should have an operations checklist. So that's the 3 to 5 tasks that they need to complete each day to win. Now, you're also going to ask them like, hey, Jimmy, you're all good to complete all these tasks today? Everything all sweet? And the final question you want to ask your staff, is there anything you need from me? So this is a really good time to check in on what they need to do today for the rest of the week, to make sure that they're aware that you're there for them, you're there to help, and also that they're saying, yes, I'm able to complete this today. Guys, you can do this in like a 5-minute coffee meeting. You can do it via text message. You can do it via email. You can do it by Facebook group. However you need to contact your team is that touch base so that you know, look, oh, wow, maybe Jimmy needs help today. You can make sure you map that in your diary so that your team are always winning and dominating their role. Now, the last 2 are a little bit like different, but the 5th one is you want to make sure you get 15 minutes of movement in. Now, when you're working really hard, you're doing your marketing, you're doing your sales, you're checking with your team, it's really brain taxing stuff. So it doesn't matter what exercise. You could go for a walk, you could go for a 15-minute run, you could do yoga, you could do a little party pump, whatever you need to do, but you want to keep your energy levels nice and stable. So I really, really like doing 15 minutes. I prefer walking. You can do some walking meetings with your team and stuff like that if it's the right environment, but just make sure in the morning that you've done some movement. Otherwise, you'll get really, really bogged down by lunchtime, and I find my energy absolutely saps. One of the big secrets to having really good long-term energy, I know I'm preaching to the converted, but that 10-15 minutes of exercise after a big work block or after a really strenuous mind-numbing activity that you might be doing in your business will help keep your energy nice and stable throughout the day. And guys, the last one is you want to make sure that you've done at least 10 minutes of growth. Now, I'm a big believer in the 1 times 7 rule, which is 1 hour of self-development 7 days per week, right? But at a minimum, if you're starting out, you need to make sure you're doing a minimum of 10 minutes. And it could be as simple, guys, as watching videos in the portal of whatever coaching program you're on, right? Maybe reading a book, maybe listening to a podcast or whatever it might be. I prefer to do courses and programs that are really specific to what I'm working on, so I get that exact knowledge for what I'm looking for. Not a massive fan of books. I do read 10 pages a day, but not a massive fan of books. I would prefer to go, cool, I'm working on my marketing for my gym at the moment. I need to get better at Facebook ads, where you hire a mentor, hire a coach, buy a course and study something specific for your niche and your industry. I found has helped me move a lot further ahead than like reading books, and there's nothing against books at all. So guys, just to recap everything before I teach you how to actually do this, right? First thing is you want to make sure you have your power list. Then you do your marketing plan, then you do your sales follow-ups, you check in with your team, you do your 15 minutes of movement and 10 minutes of growth. Now, how you actually piece all this together, my friends, is you want to make sure it's booked in your diary. So reviewing your power list when you wake up should become a morning ritual. It's like one of the things you do when you're having your morning coffee or pre-workout or water or whatever it is. Your marketing and sales should be booked in your diary. So you should know what time today you're doing your marketing and what time you're doing your sales follow-ups. That should be booked in like a really important meeting. Imagine like you're going to see a doctor for whatever reason, you really can't miss it, right? That's the importance of your marketing and sales if you want to grow a high 6-figure or 7-figure business. With the 15 minutes of movement, guys, you just want to move it in blocks. I'm not a huge fan of working like 2-3 hours back to back really heavy. I'd prefer you guys work for like 45 minutes to an hour, then do 10 minutes of movement and then come back and then do your next hour block. You guys will be more energetic, you'll be more focused, and you'll be a lot more productive by doing that from my past experience. And guys, with the 10 minutes of growth, again, you want to have that all booked in your diary, right? Once that's all booked in your diary, it's going to make everything a lot easier for you. And guys, for my inner circle members who are watching, I just want to show you a couple of things within the portal that will really help. So initially, guys, on your marketing plan, for the inner circle members, if you go down to the marketing section within the portal, into the marketing plan, right, that's going to give you the marketing plan that you need to do each day. Then also as well within the portal, if you go to the sales section, right, and we've got our sales follow-up, getting your consults booked, that's our follow-up strategies. And then how we piece this all together with your time management is actually within your 7-day get started, and it's the training in here called creating an extra workday. Okay, so that's how you'll find it if you're an inner circle member. If you're watching or if you're listening along, you'll be able to find it. You can just kind of message our support team. So guys, you've got the task now. You might need to rewatch this training, rewatch this video, but you're able to start this as of tomorrow. And you're not going to be perfect the first time. You're going to start to innovate. You're going to start to find your flows and find what really works for you. But being able to dominate your mornings is going to help you make more money in your fitness business. It's going to help you help more clients and grow an absolutely amazing and profitable business. And there's no better feeling than knowing you've won the day by lunchtime each day. It's an absolutely incredible feeling. Follow this template. I hope it helps. And guys, if you got a little bit of value, if you started to implement it, please reach out to me anytime on Instagram, Jimmy_Pomponio. Always love to connect with you guys. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing day.